Sagittarius, welcome to your Kundalini soul path reading. Finally, right? I'm so excited to be getting through these. I've got yours, Capricorn, Ophiuchus, and I am sure that they are going to be three of the most powerful readings yet. I just have this feeling being in Scorpio season, with Sagittarius being the rebirth, Capricorn being kind of like the mini deaths, mini rebirths, and then we've got Ophiuchus, right? The star seed, the combustible energy. All right, so let's see what's going on. For those of you that are new, welcome. I'm an intuitive. Much of what you see on my channel will not be traditional. Take it as it resonates and leave the rest behind. Of course, roles can be reversed in when I'm talking about you and any energy that you are working with. So keep that in mind. If you would like a personal reading, if you would like to work with me in any other ways, it's all down below. I did post, I'm not sure if I posted in the community yet or not. I'll double check when I get done with your reading. But I have posted my November specials. They are limited. Okay, they are minis for those that perhaps haven't been able to do like full readings or full shamanic sessions. They're mini sessions that I'm doing, but there is a limited amount that I can offer, and it is a first come, first serve. And I will be processing through them as they come through. You'll get an email on when your session will be scheduled, and then all of that will come out in video, okay, for you. So, if you would like to place a donation to support the channel, that link is down below as well. You can PayPal, you can Cash App, you can do an energetic generosity on the online store. You also can do for free. Click on that like, share, comment, subscribe, and that helps not only that I know that this resonates with you, but it helps others find the messages, and that's a beautiful gift to give. So for the collective, you are letting go of things, but you're having a giant breakthrough at the same time. So massive energies, like the letting go, you're trying to do it nice and smooth and like it's blowing bubbles, like I'm trying to let go of things just gently, right? And there's this other side of you that's like barreling through, okay, into the new you that's like, I don't want to wait anymore. I'm out of here, okay? So you might have a little Gemini in your chart, angel and devil on either shoulder, okay? So let's see what's going on here. If you don't know what I'm talking about in terms of the Kundalini planes, go watch the video in the energetic conversations first and then come back to this where I talk about the 13 planes of the Kundalini, okay? So let's get your cards laid out, all right? Ooh. That one felt like it was going to be many cards, but it was only one, just carrying a whole lot of weight. All right. I got one more. Oh, thank you. Very interesting energy. You're getting my beautifully clean desk today, Sagittarius. Those want to be together, so we shall allow them to cooperate. So, the way that I read, for those of you that might wonder, thank you, Spirit, is that I get inner knowing. It's kind of like Spirit is writing to my brain. So I'm getting channeled messages for you. So that's why I do not read the traditional meaning of the cards. Okay? I feel like somebody needed to hear that. All right, so at at the bottom here, okay, we've got the Queen. The Queen, okay? You like to control everything, especially your fire, especially your passion, okay? Especially the grounding, okay? You like to be in control. But I feel like this being a number 11, somebody at some point has kind of clicked into your heart space and you weren't able to control them. And I think that that probably set you on the path that was meant for you. All right. So your soul chakra, your soul body, your pink chakra here, okay? You get the shadow. So it really is always with you, okay? Which way do I go? What's greater? What's less than, right? And you find yourself kind of stuck here in the middle of this situation and really digging down into your shadows. And I feel that that's probably a big theme, okay, of your life path is the shadows and your soul. I almost feel like your higher self, like sometimes kind of setting you up to go through these experiences so that you've experienced it to be able to teach it, okay? Now, your positive mind, okay, your conscious mind here, the part of you that is very tapped in when you dream, when you journey, when you meditate, it's about this kiss, this intimacy, okay? This sexual connection that you have, not only to others, but to self, okay? And I feel like a lot of what you've been learning is bringing you up to this. Your neuromind, which is your gut intuition, is often blocked, okay? And it's been actually blocked by your soul path, okay? Where your soul path is like, listen, if you always know what's going to be in your way, you're the type of person that you're not going to keep going. So a lot of times you get into a situation and you're like, why couldn't I see this coming? It's because Spirit has blocked, put you in this, your instinctive gut into the briar patch, okay, in order to get you to work through things that you wouldn't otherwise work in. All right, so your negative mind, your ego, your primal, okay, you know you're a healer, okay, and it's your gift. They're showing me the number on here, 25, as being Christmas. Okay, it's your gift to the world of being this healer. But you're always like, I should heal this way. No, I should heal this way. No, I should heal this way, right? There's some form of what you are meant to do that will eventually form into one. You just have to keep your ego from getting into the which one is greater than the other, because they're all a sense of equality. Now, your physical body, I love that you get the seed. Okay, it's as if your birth created this ripple effect. And I feel like this has to do right with the shadow, all the things that you've gone through. Like they're showing me this like the rings of a tree. Okay, like if I cut through it, I can see where things have happened in your lifetime. Okay, but it's almost as like you were born and there was a ripple that went out across the universe, and it was like, okay, they're here, let's get this on. Okay, let's get everything into place to set it up so that you are pulling from the astral realm into what is needed here. Now, what I love here, okay, is your arc line, your third eye. You also may feel here that it pulls to the shadow side, but it's actually, okay, they're saying dark side of the moon, but it's a very light energy. This is the poet, even though this is number 7, right, which is usually the Chariot. This is the poet, the bard, the fool energy. But it is, right, the mind, and they're showing me all of the crows. Now, coming from the Pacific Northwest, from Seattle, Washington, the crows are really a big part of our culture here, okay? And they go out every day and then they return to their community. But it's kind of as if, I almost feel for some of you, whether it's at night, in your dreams, okay, because this is the astral space that you're connecting to in this level, in the level 6, okay, of the Kundalini. But you're connecting to the astral plane. So I almost get the feeling that, right, when you go to sleep, like, it's almost like reverse. Like, your mind seeking wisdom goes in all directions out into the universe, seeking, and then comes back to roost. And so you may wake up and you've got like a million ideas and a million things going in every which direction, and you're trying to figure out what you're supposed to be focusing on and what your illumination is supposed to be, and you don't feel very rested. So it's definitely something for you to work on, okay? Because in your auric field, okay, your mind requires you to spend some time doing healing work on it because of everything that it's processing through its neural networks, okay? If you do Reiki, or if you know someone that does Reiki, or even, access bars, like, this would be really good energy, okay, for your aura to work on that, because it really impacts your emotions. Number one, that you, right, this is kind of like, if we think about this, right, as the shadow work, right, and we've got the different sides. You spend so much time on the dark side of the moon that when all of this light really is emanating, you are in the depths of the emotion, okay, of the whole ocean, all right, all of the emotions. And you might be especially sensitive to EMF fields because of all of this. All right. So, okay, the pranic body, breath, okay, you get primal, the animal, okay, your light. I feel that, right, breathing in and breathing out, Spirit is really guiding you to think of the fact that you're breathing in and breathing out light, okay, the illumination, to try to help you balance this energy movement through you at the primal source. Your subtle body, which you are creating into a reality, really is, okay, bringing together the two halves of this equation, okay? Your very, very, like, highly balanced system coming in to really connect yourself into a vision quest here. And it's really funny, they're really drawing me to this penny. And what they're showing me, I walked into the bedroom last night and my husband was watching Supernatural. And it's funny because it was an episode where there were werepires. Okay, so werewolf vampire hybrids. And the silver bullet didn't work. What finally took this werepire or whatever it was out was a handful of copper pennies in the mouth. And they're saying to me, put your money where your mouth is. Okay, if you are trying to control the fire, they're like, put your money where your mouth is. Go out in the middle of nature and do a fire ceremony. Okay, put your money where your mouth is. Be the vision quest. Okay, bring that fire ceremony into your reality. Because the radiant body, the light and sound frequencies, is really, really craving all of the above. Okay, it really is struggling with being in the shadows, in the astral plane so much, right? It's seeking things to lighten its load. Now, in the lower world here, Pachamama, okay, your animal spirit guides, your ancestors, even your, genetics, your DNA, you get the castle. And I feel like what they're showing me here today is that there's a feeling that you have to always be perfect. Okay? Like people are going to be stopping by the castle. And the queen has to weigh, right? You've got the queen as the, bottom of the deck. The queen has to be perfect. But perfection is ego forcing you to wait. So when you get out of this ego of, do I do it this way? Do I do it this way? Do I do it this way? And just go light the fire and let that which seeks it come to you, right? Then you don't have to worry so much about, am I wearing the right pearl necklace? Okay. Did I put on the perfect magnetic lashes? Okay. The upper realm, all right? Father, Son, the cosmos, the angels, your teachers, the Akashics, your soul contracts. Okay, you get the ring. And I almost feel like this is a completion of a cosmic cycle. That once you have worked through this, right? It's almost, they're showing me almost like the Super Bowl ring. Okay, like there's a giant prize at the end that you will get that is saying, yes, you've mastered how to be in the darkness of space and yet still be in the essence of light. Okay. And what all of this has come together in to triangulate into that 13th, Kundalini plane is the forest, right? You've got to come out of the darkness to see everything that is available to you, right? And I feel like because it's right above vision, and above that is that dead end where spirit has closed off, okay? That intuitive gut instinct. I feel like that when you start honoring the fire ceremony, okay, and you don't hide from what the forest, the magnificence that it's offering you, I do feel kind of like this is going to clear out the brambles, clear out the briar. Okay, all of a sudden, I feel like your soul path will be on the right track to where Spirit says, oh, we don't need to stop you from having gut instincts anymore because you've learned these lessons that you need. All right. So let's go ahead and take a closer look. Tell me about the shadow. All right. Strength. Okay. Again, I even feel like in terms of divine love that you made sure that the partnership that was for you would be like, almost like you were like butting heads. Okay. I almost am being shown these as like those magnets that can't be drawn together, right? Like your opposite poles. And it definitely was something to allow you in your soulmates that you've chosen, that it was about creating courage within you to be like who you are meant to be, to come into that divine light. Yeah, it was to get you to work through all of these different cycles, 8 of Pentacles, right? To be very dedicated to yourself in a way that perhaps, you know, you weren't in past lives maybe, or as a child. Okay, so this sort of idea of loving yourself, okay, this conscious idea of this kiss, it really has been a quest, okay? I'm on a journey for something I can feel is very important, but is yet out of reach, okay? You went down this path, I feel like, in honoring of yourself, okay? In honoring of this rebirth of love within yourself. Yeah, okay? Perseverance, 7 of Pentacles. It was never about the money for you. It was about the heart. And yes, money does come from the heart, but this was always about finding the intimate connection within yourself. Okay, and then integrating that. Okay, the gut instinct here, this dead end, it is about clearing out this old baggage. Completion, baggage. I'm holding myself back by holding on to that which no longer serves me. I've become the master of this space and am ready to leap ahead, right? When you leap ahead, you don't need to be stuck in the thorny bushes, okay, where you can't move, right? But you have judgment, you have to make the choice, right? You have to be the one to reflect on this and realize that I don't have to be in control. I don't have to control the fire. I am the fire. I create the fire, okay? And then let the light shine. The fire doesn't have to be all about the shadows, okay? The fire doesn't have to be all about solitude, okay? The ego, the healer. All right, change. It's time to change and quit thinking and overthinking everything. I am stuck thinking about what happened in the past. You are attempting to change your future living in the energy of the past. Okay? Again, this feels like it is a game of roulette, right? Like I'm going to try to heal myself this way. I'm going to try to heal myself this way. I'm going to try to change things this way. I'm going to try to create things this way, right? And what the three-headed monster has created is a lot of sorrow for you, which is requiring that self-love. Okay? That's what you're being called to here. Yeah, all right. 111. You're ready to change this right now. Manifest now. Keep watch for what's coming to you. It's going to feel a little bit like a dream, but it's not. It is the reality. Okay, again, because the seed was planted, and the second you were out of that womb, there was a ripple effect. All right. Yeah, you came here to transform this world. I'm walking through the fire of change and transformation. And I love this because I was shown that at the end of our life, this path, we do walk through the fire. And walking through the fire is really like a showcase of all the things we've accomplished in this life. And the whole time, our ancestors and our angels and our teachers, like all of it, the spirit animals, they're all just cheering us on, watching us kind of show and tell what we came and what we did, right? And so Spirit's like, it's time to stop resisting. It's time to walk out of the shadows, okay, the hermit. It's time to start looking at this, all of this past energy, right? Like she's sitting here looking at all of these areas that we've already talked about and is like, oh, I guess I'm ready to be this magic that I am, okay? The astral plane calls to you. And I have ceased to live in present moment energy. And that's it creates a very weary energy for your being. Okay, you're going to have to learn to manage that. Or you're going to have to learn how to shut that tap off. Okay, you probably love it because as the bard, as the poet, like there's this it's like an immense tap into creative source, but you're so tired that you're not accomplishing anything, right? Look at that. Okay, in this Two of Cups, it's union, but these two are so tired, there's nothing in their cups to give. Okay, if you are in a deep connection with someone, you may feel like that's you and your partner at the end of the day. Like you may feel like, wow, I'm just so tired. There's nothing left to give you. Okay. You have suppressed allowing yourself to be healed by others. Almost in a way of feeling too much pressure, right? Like I'm the healer. I don't need necessarily, they're telling me that it's kind of like, I don't need you to fix it. Okay. But what if you honor it instead as a gift? Yeah. Honor this instead as somebody coming in when you're like, oh, I don't have a match for my fire. Here's a match. They give you the match, they light your fire, and you rise like the phoenix out of it, okay, into that fire ceremony. Like it's a blessing to celebrate that somebody wants to come into your auric energy and gift you. Okay, yeah, that's the key. We can finish the reading now. The universe, the world, okay, that's the key. That's part of the missing part of the puzzle here is that you kind of try to be it all the time. All right, here's the great wisdom. There are a lot of messages incoming to you. Right, there's the tree. But guess what? The tree is tapped into everything. But the tree is always a part of this life of giving. And they're saying, don't be the giving tree. If you haven't read that book, go read it now. Because the giving tree has itself caught in a toxic relationship with a little boy who takes from it and 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 never gives back. Okay? So, your primal energy here to breathe in light. Let it flow when it comes in. Okay, let go of expectations and outcomes. Just breathe in and breathe out. Okay, it is part of the journey to have the gift of breath, right? Some of you struggle with just sitting. Like if someone says, here's a drink, go sit down. Like you don't know how to do that. You feel like you have to be turned on and taking care of everything, right? But when you're in that energy, you're not sitting and breathing, okay? It becomes a burden. The fire ceremony here, the vision, okay? Putting the money where your mouth is. It's the celebration. Okay, I know the universe is always dancing with you, creating joy with ease. You're being guided to find a way to celebrate your fire without controlling it, right? Yeah. 6 of Swords, transition, ease, joy, and glory here, okay? The fact that you think that because they're swords that it's going to all be hard, right? That's deception. Now, you're missing out on the light because you are dredging up all the shadows. That's why you're running like a bull into this breakthrough. Okay, I love that it came back around. I'm awakened and can rise up or fall back depending on my level of self-doubt, right? I have learned what is needed to make dynamic new beginnings. And there's the Wheel of Fortune with the light at the top. I love to see that. It's time to move out of the shadows. Okay? Yep. You're already been halfway there. Libra. Now you need to balance the scales. You've had all the shadows. You need to balance it with the light. Okay? You need to integrate that into your body. All right, trying to be perfect all the time when you're not perfect in a non-perfect world. You have an ability to create a new cycle if you are ready to move forward. Okay, you don't have to stay in that bubble of solitude where you can't let anyone into the castle and you're always having to be on, right? Look, that's what you've been here. Okay, I'm reliable. Prince of Pentacles, I'm reliable, but I'm also hard as a rock. And it's hard for me to let people in to see the true me. Okay. The ring. Yeah. The Super Bowl of all times here for you. It's the integration, right? Your inner alignment is based on integrating love, knowledge, and magic. I understand that I'm a work in progress always. Okay, that's what you chose for this lifetime. But that doesn't mean, right, that you don't get new beginnings. And I love that this comes out. Death and rebirth. Okay, death and the Fool. The ends and the beginning, right? It's beautiful energy. Yeah. The shadow and the light must coexist within you, yin and yang, aligned. And that's what you are working towards here. To come out into the forest, have your fire ceremony in the dark with the light. All right? And what will that create? What will that project into your life? Real passion. Okay? For some of you, this could ignite a very beautiful connection that has been stagnant in your life. or really open up something that you are passionate about. I love that it comes out with the culmination is the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, that's, to me, is one of the very best cards in the deck. Okay, because that's when all of the hard work pays off, right? In this final little bit of the Kundalini, where everything comes together in the life container, you work through this, and I love this. You be you, okay? You rebirth Sagittarius, okay? You honor yourself and the balance of these two halves, and you're unstoppable, okay? So let's see what else Spirit wants you to work on, okay? How does Spirit want you to work on this? Thank you. What am I most afraid of losing? As we grow, change, and transform our lives, it requires us to let go, of something that was, or make room for what will be. If you were to take that leap today, would you feel scared of losing love, safety, or belonging? What if it was a big fat lie? What if it was impossible to lose any of these things because you have the power to give everything you need to yourself? Today's soul action, name that fear and look at the worst case scenario. Find a solution, take your power back by being certain of who you are and where you are going. Today's mantra, I move forward knowing I am powerful beyond measure. I am loved, I am safe, and I belong. All right. Let's see what the universe wants to give you in this. All right. Yeah. Okay. Queen of Cups. You have the ability, you give yourself all the fire, but you don't always give yourself all the love and the time to sit and breathe, okay, and enjoy a moment of life. And yet you long for it, okay, Three of Wands. It's like you watch it far away. Yeah. Spirit says it doesn't have to be one way or the other. Okay, that is what the energy of the new moon has brought you, is that it does not have to be one way or the other. You can find moderation and strength between the divine feminine and the divine masculine within you, between the shadow and the light. Okay, so we're going to close it off with an oracle. Make sure you remember to click on the like, to, comment, to subscribe. I love that you get the fox, the curious little shadow worker. But I love this because it starts with the shadows and you end in the shadows, right? But there are no shadows without light. Okay, let's look at the fox. Shadow work, earth, air. There are no shadows without light. The fox is asking you to be brave and walk through the shadows. What is coming up for you right now? Feel the situation through all layers, emotionally, mentally, and be receptive to all states. Fox is calling you to increase your awareness. Have the flexibility and openness to move fast and confidently around any tricky situations like the fox would. Faith and courage are needed in yourself and your actions. The crystal companions are black tourmalated quartz, rutilated quartz and black kyrite. Cannot even talk. Chironite. Okay. And I love that at the bottom of the deck is the raven, the wise woman. A change is coming, right? You've been in the shadows, but the moon, the Taurus moon that's coming, is going to shine a big asshole light on you. That's all I got to say. All right. So I hope this helped you, Sagittarius. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your weekend and your week, and I will see you next time. All right. Bye.